Good morning everyone and welcome back to another Meals of the Week video. It's actually the meals of the next 2 weeks. I'm putting all my Meals of the Week in 2-week blocks at the minute because I have realised that in order to be up to date for Vlogmas, I'm going to have to put all these videos together. Like, instead of just doing 1 week at a time, I'm going to have to do 2 weeks at a time, just to make sure that by the time December rolls around and Vlogmas comes around, I am all up to date and you guys know where I am, because there's no point in doing Vlogmas and then still being like a month behind with my food videos and everything like that, and my weighing update videos. So today is Friday, it's the start of my new food week. Let me show you what I'm having for breakfast. So for breakfast this morning, I'm having the same breakfast I've had all week, which is yogurt with the mango and passion fruit coulis from Marks and Spencer's, which is 1 tablespoon, and I've got 2 tablespoons. So the yogurt is 0% fat Greek yogurt, which is sin-free. The fruit coulis is 2 sins for the 2 tablespoons. And then for lunch, again, same lunch I've had all week. I've got pesto pasta without the chicken because I've ran out of chicken for it. That is 2 sins. I've got a packet of fridge raiders for 1 sin, a banana which is free, oranges which are speed, melon in here which is speed, and I've got a packet of the proper mature cheddar popcorn, which is 2.5 cents for the 10-gram bag, and so delicious. I think I've already recommended it in my last video. Love it. I've also got a Coca-Cola Zero. Don't know the cents of, what is it, 5.5 cents for my lunch today. And tonight for dinner we're having chicken fried rice. So there's rice, mixed stir-fry veg, which was frozen, and there's, I think it's mostly speed food that's in there. There might be some free veg, but mostly speed veg. Carrots, onions, peppers, baby corn, mange tout. I don't know if that's speed or free, but it's sin-free anyway. And then I've got some chicken, which is completely sin-free, and I've just done it with like soy sauce, garlic, ginger, salt and pepper, fry light. So it's completely sin-free. So that's mine, Ali's, Lucy's, and also look what Ali got me today. He finally found these at B&M. He was in there for something and he turned around and saw them. I've asked him to keep an eye out for them because he works close to one. And these are 4 cents each, so I'm going to have one of them after my dinner. So it'll be 4 cents for dinner tonight. Oh sorry, I didn't even say what it was. It's the Bliss Dubai inspired whip bars, pistachio flavour, and they're less than 80 calories. I love Dubai chocolate, so I hope these are just as good. It is now Saturday dinner time. I have not eaten at all today. I started to feel hungry about 3 or 4 o'clock and I thought, well, there's no point in eating now. I'm going to have my dinner soon. So for dinner, we're having breakfast for dinner. I've got 2 slices of the wee hay meat skinny steak slice, which is 1.5 cents a slice, so 3 cents in total. 2 fried eggs. I've got 100 grams of the Tesco mini hash brown bites, which are 5.5 cents for 100 grams. I've got a peeled plum tomatoes, the tinned ones, they're speed. And then I've got some bacon medallions, which are free. And then I've also got a tablespoon of HP brown sauce, which is 1 cent. So in total, it is 9.5 cents for my dinner tonight. And then I am going to have another Bliss Dubai inspired whip bar because these are delicious. They're so yummy. Has a slight aftertaste of marzipan, so if you don't like marzipan you might not like it, but it is only like a slight aftertaste, and that is 4 cents. Also having a cup of tea because you've got to have a cup of tea with your breakfast. It is now Sunday, and again I haven't eaten at all today. I've just had tea and coffee and iron brew, sugar-free iron brew. I've not eaten anything. But for dinner tonight we're having the Nando's peri peri bag and bake lemon and herb chicken, which is 3 cents for the full bag. Between the 2 of us, it's 1.5 cents each. So I've got 2 chicken breast fillets with that 1.5 cents. I've got a corn on the cob. Oh, I never put butter on the corn on the cob. So that'll be half a cent for a teaspoon. And then I've got some homemade Slimming World chips, which are sin-free. And then I've got my version of the macho peas, which is, it's got 1 cent's worth of butter in it and 1 cent's worth of mint sauce. So 4 cents for dinner tonight. That's mine. And that's Ali's. That's yours, aye. It is now Monday morning, and for breakfast and lunch today it's basically the same as I've had for all last week. I still had some pesto left in the jar, so I wanted to use that up. But for breakfast I am taking these Skinny Dreams. That's different. These are the Skinny Dream Rocky Road, and you get 2 for a healthy extra B, so I'm taking that for breakfast today because I'm not quite hungry yet. I've been trying to have my breakfast before I leave the house. I'm not quite hungry yet. I don't know what's going on. It's maybe Star Week thing. It's just suppressing my appetite a bit. For lunch I've got pesto pasta, and this is 2 sins. I've got some tomatoes in there for extra speed, but other than that there's nothing else in there. Pesto pasta and tomatoes. I've got satsumas, 2 satsumas in there, that's speed, some grapes which are free, a banana which is free, and then I've got some of this proper corn, mature cheddar popcorn, that's 2.5 cents for a bag, and a packet of fridge raiders. These are the last of the fridge raiders we have as well. So 5.5 cents for lunch today, plus my healthy extra B for breakfast. It is now Tuesday night. We had the exact same dinner as we had on Sunday night, and I had the exact same lunch, although I did not eat my popcorn or my skinny bars yesterday and today, which is lucky because I forgot I was using my healthy extra B for dinner. We're having taco soup for dinner tonight. It's completely overflowing. It wasn't overflowing, and then I added cheese and yogurt and stuff to it, and now it's like I'm gonna have to be careful when I take it to the table. Anyway, the taco soup is completely sin free. There's peppers and onions and garlic and everything in there, so that'll be like speed veg. It's also got mince and then lots of herbs and spices. I'm trying to think what else it has in it. It is completely sin free because I used 5% beef mince, and then on top of that I've got 25 grams of full fat cheddar, which is 5 cents, and then I've put on a dollop of fat-free Greek yogurt on top, so like a sour cream type thing, and then I've topped it with some jalapenos. And then on the side, instead of bread or anything to dip in, I've air fried a Weight Watchers white wrap, which is my healthy extra B for the full wrap. Sprayed some fry light on it and seasoned it with some salt and paprika, and then put it in the air fryer for 3 minutes, and it's crisped it up, so it's like tortilla chips. I think it might be classed as a tweak. I'm not classing it as a tweak. I don't bother with the tweaks. It's still the same as what I'm eating as it would be if I didn't put fry light and do it in the air fryer. It's exactly the same. Anyway, dinner tonight is 5 cents for the cheese and my healthy extra B. It is now Thursday morning, and yesterday we had the exact same lunch and dinner that I had on Tuesday. But today I'm changing it up a little bit. This morning I'm actually having breakfast. I've not had breakfast since I think last Friday. I'm having a fat-free fat-free Greek yogurt with 2 tablespoons of the M&S mango and passion fruit coulis. That's 1 cent a tablespoon, so it's 2 cents for breakfast. And then for lunch I'm taking soup. It's the chicken and barley soup or Scotch broth soup, which is sin free. And then I've got some proper corn cheddar, which is 2.5 cents, a tub of oranges, which is speed, a banana, which is free, and a Skinny Dream, which I think is 3 cents. I'll need to double check. I'm not using it as a healthy extra B because I'm using my healthy extra B for dinner tonight, but I think that's 3 cents. So 5.5 cents for lunch and 2 cents for breakfast today. Tonight for dinner, well, have I said it's Thursday? Have I done a video? I've done a video this morning. Tonight for dinner we're having sloppy joes. If you saw a meal prep video a few weeks ago, I think I made Indian meatballs, and with the leftover mince I made sloppy joes. I didn't have a Worcester sauce to put in it, but Ali got me some at Tesco's and I popped it in and cooked it on the pan, so it's now got Worcester sauce in it. That's completely sin free for that sloppy joe mix. I will link this recipe in the description below. I've got 1 Warburton's wholemeal roll, which is my healthy extra B for today. I've got I think it's just Sainsbury's own brand lighter cheese slices, you know, the plastic cheese like Dairy slices. That's 2 cents. And then I've got some homemade Slimming World chips, and they're sin free, and these tomatoes are just roasted with salt and pepper in the oven, and they're speed. So dinner tonight is 2 cents plus my healthy extra B. That's mine, and that's Ali's. Tonight for dinner I have some of the chicken fried rice left over from last Friday's dinner, so I'm having that because it was just nice and easy, and it's just me myself tonight. So bloody cats, I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, so this is completely sin free. It's got chicken, rice, eggs. Oh my god, this cat. cat. And some stir fry veg, which is a mix of free and speed veg. It's got soy sauce, garlic, ginger. I think that's about it. Completely sin free, so 0 sins for dinner tonight. It is now Saturday morning, and for breakfast I am having, what am I having? A sliced sausage roll. I've got one of the Warburton's wholemeal rolls, which is my healthy extra B. On that I've got a teaspoon of Flora Lighter, which is half a sin. The wee hay meat skinny steak slice, which I obviously love, I have it so much. That's 1.5 sin. I've got half a tablespoon of HP brown sauce, which is half a sin, and that's it. So in total it is 2.5 sins plus my healthy extra B for my breakfast. I'm also having an orange. These little satsumas are actually a bit bigger than they normally are, so I'm just having one. I usually have 2. It's now a little bit later in the day. Actually, it's 9:30 at night. I have not been doing much, just some housework and chilling and watching some vlogs, and I've just not been feeling hungry until now. I'm feeling a bit peckish. I'm not feeling in the mood for anything like a big meal or anything, so I'm just having some corn crispy nuggets. I honestly didn't eat great when Ali's, well, it's not that I didn't eat great, I just can't be bothered properly cooking or anything when Ali's not here. Just want to chuck something in the air fryer or the microwave. So I've got corn crispy nuggets, they're 1 sin each. I've got 2, 4, 8 of them, and then I've got some tomatoes. That's literally all the tomatoes I've got left, and I've got 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise to dip my nuggets in. That is 1 sin a tablespoon, so 2 sins for that. 10 sins in total for my picky child's tea. It is now Sunday morning, and for breakfast I'm just having a cheese and onion omelette. So I've got 3 eggs, which are completely sin-free, an onion, which is speed, and I've got 2 slices of that Sainsbury's light plasticky cheese melted in the middle. They're 2 sins each, so it's 4 sins for my omelette. I've not got any bread, so I've just toasted my last Warburton's wholemeal roll, which is my healthy extra B for today. And then on each half I've got 1 teaspoon of Flora Lighter, which is half a sin. So it's 5 sins in total for breakfast this morning. Also got a cup of tea. We're using my healthy extra A, some of my healthy extra A milk allowance, and I'm going to have a satsuma as well for speed. And tonight for dinner we're having lamb buna curry, which is a recipe I found on the Slimming World page. It tastes really nice. I have had a try it. It's completely sin free because I've trimmed all the fat off the lamb leg steaks, and all the ingredients are, I'm trying to think what was in it. Tomatoes, onion, garlic, ginger, loads of spices, and unlike the India meatballs, the recipe did say toast these spices, which I think makes all the difference. It stops it tasting so powdery. And it also said to add salt, which not a lot of Slimming World recipes do. So it's completely sin free, really nice. And then I've got some basmati rice on the bottom of that and some carrots as well for speed. So that's mine. And that's Ali's. It is now Monday morning, and for breakfast / lunch, I'm not differentiating today, I'm just taking a load of food. I've made some spicy rice, which is sin free. You guys have seen this before a few weeks ago. I just made a batch yesterday because I couldn't actually think what to have for lunch. I was like, oh, this is nice and easy. I've got some mini chicken cocktail sausages. I can't remember if they were Tesco or Asda. No, Sainsbury's or Asda. I think they were Asda. They're half a sin each, and I've got 6 in there, so that's 3 sins. I've got a tub of oranges, which is speed, a banana, which is free, and my favourite at the minute, the mature cheddar proper corn, which is 2.5 sins for a bag. So lunch / breakfast today is 5.5 sins. And dinner today is just the same. I'm pretty sure lunch tomorrow is going to be just the same, so I'll catch up with you Tuesday night dinner. It's now Tuesday night, and for dinner tonight we're just having a homemade freezer ready meal. This is the Cajun chicken pasta I made a few weeks ago, or maybe over a month ago, and it is 1.5 sin for a portion. It's got, I've got a kind of spinach, courgette, red onion, garlic, chicken, pasta, Cajun spice, and I think the sins come from the lightest Philadelphia that I used in it. And then on the side I've got some mini hash brown bites, which are 5.5 cents for 100 grams. And then I've got some sweet corn. Not a lot of speed. Well, there's a lot of speed in this, but I've not got a lot of speed in the fridge or anything, except salady stuff. I've got loads of cucumber, but I'm not in the mood for like cold food. I want hot food. The sweet corn is sin-free, so that's mine. And that's Ali's. He just doesn't want sweet corn. It is now Wednesday night, and for dinner we're having the Greek plant-based kebabs. The Vivira ones, the same as the shawarma ones, except the Greek ones are 4.5 cents for a packet. So between Ali and I, it's 2.25 cents for me anyway. I've got that on a wholemeal soft white pita. No, it's not white. How do you say it? Is it the Warburton's soft pita bread? It's the wholemeal one, which is my healthy extra beef for today. I've got a tablespoon of mayonnaise on that, which is 1 cent. And then I've got lettuce and cucumber, which are speed. I've got some of the hash brown bites again, which are 5.5 cents for 100 grams. And then I've just got the rest of the sweet corn from last night because I need to use it up. Say 9 cents for dinner tonight. That's mine. And that's Ali's. He's having onion rings. I feel so far away from the camera at the minute. I'm trying to change my setup a little bit because I've changed my room round. Oh, it's following me. That is so cool. Ali keeps stealing my computer chair to sit in his room, and I have already changed my room about and everything because I was getting sick of it where it was. So I'm back here where the light of the window is lovely, but I've forgot I got rid of my big stand because it was falling to bits. I need to get a new one. So you're so far away at the minute. I'm really sorry. I hope you can hear me okay. It's time for my weekly weigh-in update, my 2-week weigh-in update at the minute. The last couple of weeks have been fine, as far as I remember. You know, every time I sit down to do these weigh-in updates, I'm like, what's going on? So I think the first week that I was on plan, 100%, I've been feeling like not hungry at all that week, especially. Like I wasn't, over the weekend and everything, I was literally just having my dinner, and then during the week, I think because I'm at work and I'm up a bit earlier when I'm working and everything, I was feeling hungry by lunchtime, but then when I was eating, I was feeling full pretty quick. I wasn't always eating all my lunch and everything, which happens quite a lot. I like to take a lot more than I actually need, just in case I am feeling hungry, and then I've got it all calculated out what I can have. Yeah, the past couple of weeks have been absolutely fine. I've just been feeling a lot less hungry than normal, which is so weird because it's not like I have the biggest appetite in the world anyway. I know that's weird saying that because I am on a weight loss journey, so obviously overeat at some points and everything, but I think I'm just eating the wrong foods more than overeating anymore. Before 2019, I think it was, I first started my weight loss journey, definitely was overeating, binge eating. I could eat a full big bag of, you know, the bigger bags of Walker's Crisps. I could eat one of them a day, easy. Now I do struggle a bit, unless I've like skipped dinner or something. I could eat one of them for my dinner, but if I have my dinner and then I try and have a big bag of them later on, it's not happening. I'm blethering. So when I stepped on the scales last Friday, after 1 week of being on plan, I was happy because I'd lost a whole £2 in 1 week. And then when I stepped on the scales this Friday, yesterday, because today's Saturday, when I stepped on the scales yesterday, I was more confused than happy because I had a maintain and hadn't lost any weight. On a positive, I hadn't gained any weight, but I was more confused because I was like, why haven't I lost any weight? And I'm looking at everything and I don't think I've overate. I think it's just one of these weeks where my body's just not wanting to lose weight, or maybe I've just not went to the toilet enough, because that is still happening. I have been taking stuff. It's so much better than when I spoke to you guys about it a few weeks ago. Everything is much better. It's just, there's still some days where it's a struggle, and I guess it just depends on what I'm eating and everything. Oh, thank you so much, because there was so many lovely suggestions and replies and helpful hints and everything. I was trying not to use anything. I do work in a pharmacy, so I know all the options that are available to me to help me go to the bathroom. I was just trying to not use anything. I wanted it to be a more natural process, and it's just so weird because
the last time on Slimmer World, this wasn't even an issue. I don't know if it's an age thing, if it's just because I know a lot of people who are older have a lot more problems going to the bathroom, but I'm not quite that age yet. It's just, I don't know. Anyway, it's a lot better now. A lot better. Maybe sometimes I'm needing a little bit extra help, but it's fine. This week, I definitely did not go to the bathroom. I definitely did not go to the bathroom before I weighed in, actually. That might be the key. In fact, I didn't go to the bathroom since Wednesday. I share way too much information on this channel, I think. Anyway, so at the end of the last 2 weeks, I have lost £2, which brings my total weight loss to £11. And I've got 1 stone, 1.5 pound left to go to Target, which is lovely. However, it's now Ellie's birthday season. There's a lot of things planned. I'm not sure how much I'm going to film Slimmer World Way videos. Your next video that you get from me might be a jumble from the whole of November. In fact, it probably is just going to be, this is what I ate in November, because I'm looking at all my videos and everything that I've got to get out before Vlogmas, and I think I've only got 2 videos after this, which will be a shopping haul, like my monthly shopping haul, and yeah, just maybe what I've ate throughout November, because we've got lots of little things happening. Like this weekend is not Ali's birthday. This weekend there is plans, and you will see everything of Ali's birthday in Vlogmas. I am saving all the birthday footage till Vlogmas so I can get all my Slimmer World stuff out, and then that means you guys have more videos during Vlogmas, because I'm not gonna lie, can't guarantee a video every day in Vlogmas. I do work full time, but hopefully I'm aiming for at least every second day in Vlogmas to have a video out for you guys. So there'll be a lot of videos for Ellie's birthday, because there's a lot going on this year, guys. I mean, you know I'm a bit extra when it comes to my one and only son for all his birthdays. If you remember, for his 16th birthday, I done a 16-day till you're 16 countdown. I can tell you now that I done the same for his 18th, because he knows about it, and if he overhears it, it's fine. But I've done the same. We're doing the same. We're currently in the middle of it for his 18th birthday, and then this weekend I've got plans around that, so I'll be off plan on Saturday. I'm not sure about Sunday, I can't remember off the top of my head, and then as of next Thursday will be my last day on plan for 5 days, I think, if I've got it in my head planned properly. Yeah, so it's fine. I'm not going to worry about actually losing any weight in November. What I want to aim for by the end of November is to have a maintain. I don't want to gain any weight is my thing. That's my only aim in November, is by the end of November. It's 30 days in November. I just don't want to have a gain. I want to maintain. So whatever my weigh-in is by next week, next Friday, I want it to be the same on the 30th. Or less, obviously. If I do lose weight, woohoo, yay, party. But if I don't, that's fine. I am going to be happy with a maintain. I don't know how many times I can say maintain. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to me ramble. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like it if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. And I cannot believe when you guys watch this, it's going to be so